Shop clip, 7 p.m. Sunday night. I gotta get out of here soon. I've been on my feet all day and my feet just ache. This is the latest car we've taken in, 2008 Monaco Blue E60 M5 with one of the most mint interiors I've ever seen on an E60 before. It's absolutely beautiful. Leather on the seats looks new. Door panels are almost, I mean, that is perfect. It's not gonna get any better than that. Wood trim is in marvelous condition. It's soon to be a 6-speed car, full leather, sunshades, Alcantara, no folding seats, no soft closed doors, but it's got a lot of other goodies and it is a very cool color. Up there, the 530, we had to replace the engine harness. Reason being that idle air control valve jammed open fault was caused by a leaking cam sensor that pumped oil through the whole wiring harness and into the DME. That's cool. So we replaced the cam sensors, resealed the valve cover, engine harness, took the DME apart, and the logic board, the circuit board, was clean. God, I'm an Apple guy. So we cleaned so we didn't really need to do much there, but it's back together now. We had codes after that installation. Turns out a cap fell off a vacuum hose down on that side back by the starter. So we got a new cap on there. That got rid of a bunch of codes, ran a lot better, replaced a few pieces of vacuum hose, and things are running well now. So good progress there. The Interlagos E60, we had that secondary brake light switch fault after literally 10 hours of diagnosis between the three of us in here. Finally just pull the DME out of the car. I'm looking at it, and inside of the DME, oh, I just threw it away a few minutes ago, but there was a tiny little piece of blue tape. I don't know how it got in there. We used blue tape to mark wires that we're going to be chasing soon, or just to individualize one from the rest, and it must have gotten jammed in there. Ordinarily, that wouldn't be a problem. Plastic's not conductive. However, on the back side of the tape, on the sticky part, was a eyelash, a half an eyelash worth of copper single strand wire that must have just bridged two pins together, causing that problem. So with that out of there and some compressed air in the DME connection, we don't have the brake light fault anymore. Now what's bamboozling is the cruise control still doesn't work. Before, it gave me an error as to why the cruise didn't work, or not really why, but it just said cruise control malfunction. Now it's not saying anything, but it won't set. So I'm gonna have to check coding and go from there tomorrow when that car comes back. It's off having its tires balanced for tonight. Then we got this one, 08 Black Sapphire E60 M5. Since the conversion, we've got a car that starts and idles at 2,000 RPM, has misfire codes on 1 through 10, and just does not sound happy. So we're chasing wiring there, seeing if something bizarre happened, but I don't know what it is with these freak incidences that take forever to diagnose, and you get in there and it's literally an eyelash in the DME connection. So I suppose that's where we'll start checking this out tomorrow. Sterling's in here for the night and extremely dirty. It's getting to be embarrassing to drive. I'm gonna have to clean that this weekend. But I'm gonna be taking the M6 home. We had the front tires balanced and alignment checked, and I need to scan it real quick, see if anything came up over the weekend, but we should be good with that. It's just a matter of refinishing that 3D printed EDC button trim once I get the paint and finish for that. Today, I've been working over here. All of our used cubbies here were just towering, and you'd tap the cart and stuff would fall out all over the place, and they'd fall from one drawer down to the one below it. It was a nightmare. So seeing that I gutted the other side, this used to be all new inventory. Well, the new inventory isn't there. All of those things are brand new. This is all going to be used. So we're able to further separate. You know, I used to have Torx large and Torx small. Now there's M10 thread Torx, M8, M6, and M4/M5, because there are a few of those. Most of them are M5s. So now all the used stuff is going to be really, really simple to come through. Pick the box you need and look through it. We've done the same with the hex bolts, M4 and 5, 6, 8, 10. On the other side down low, I have 12, 14, and 16. If my feet weren't killing me, I would start to go through these nuts bins. We've got flange nuts and standard nuts, and they're all going to be organized by thread as well. But this side, these top 3 rows are all redone today, relabeled, cleaned out. There was just so much, you know, we went through every one and had to say, like, no, this goes here, that goes there. It's been a whole day, but it is very satisfying. Should time allow, there'll be a day I get over to these shelves too. There's a lot of stuff on those shelves that are just junk. I'll never sell it. You know, I can kind of keep things for spare parts here and there, and I hate to throw it away because that's exactly when you'll need it, but space is becoming a factor here. We need more cars in here, more cars on lifts with wrenches being turned on them. not piles of stuff everywhere.
And started way back there. This is school pictures. All the kids were out to this family park. It was getting dark. And Gloria and maybe took a walk. We went to the ballpark, see? And we walked across the when we got to the dugout.
Peanut.
Right? All right, there we are. The two of us all alone. And